Hello, and welcome to the celebration of Naw Ruz. Naw Ruz is the Baha'i New Year, and means new day, that first day of the reawakening of the planet. In the Northern Hemisphere, Naw Ruz indicates the coming of spring. It is a time when the icy snows of winter have melted away, and the first shoots of flowers have begun to peek through the ground. The commemoration of Naw Ruz as the first day of spring is an ancient festival celebrated by Persians and many other countries along the Silk Road, dating back to the time of Zoroaster. For Baha'is, the festival of Naw Ruz is more than a celestial event. It is a holy day. In the Baha'i calendar, Naw Ruz marks the end of the Baha'i month of fasting and a time of joyous celebration. The herald of the Baha'i faith, the Bab, called this first day of his new calendar the Day of God. Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, further clarified that Naw Ruz should be celebrated on the day the sun passes into the constellation of Aries, that is, the vernal equinox, as a feast to follow the fast. Baha'is throughout the world observe Naw Ruz, gathering with family and friends to celebrate the holy day according to their personal traditions and local customs. We wish you a happy Naw Ruz. As we look to the new year, may the light of unity within each of us be a source of love and oneness. Thank you.
Praised be thou, O my God, that thou hast ordained Naw Ruz as a festival unto those who have observed the fast for love of thee and abstain from all that is abhorrent unto thee. Grant, O my Lord, that the fire of thy love and the heat produced by the fast, enjoined by thee, may inflame them in thy cause, and make them to be occupied with thy praise and with remembrance of thee. Since thou hast adorned them, O my Lord, with the ornament of the fast prescribed by thee, do thou adorn them also with the ornament of thine acceptance, through thy grace and bountiful favor. For the doings of men are all dependent upon thy good pleasure, and are conditioned by thy behest.
Shouldest thou regard him who hath broken the fast as one who hath observed it, such a man would be reckoned among them who from eternity had been keeping the fast. And shouldest thou decree that he who hath observed the fast hath broken it, that person would be numbered with such as have caused thy robe, the robe of thy revelation, to be stained with dust, and been far removed from the crystal waters of this living fountain. Thou art he who from the ensign, praiseworthy art thou in thy works, hath been lifted up, and the standard, obeyed art thou in thy behest, hath been unfurled. Make known this thy station, O my God, unto thy servants, that they may be made aware that the excellence of all things is dependent upon thy bidding and thy word, and the future of every act is conditioned by thy leave and thy good pleasure of thy will, and may recognize that the reins of men's doing are within the grasp of thine acceptance and thy command. Make this known unto them, that nothing whatsoever may shut them out from thy beauty. Supply them, then, with that which will profit them, in both this life and the life beyond. Thou, in truth, art the all-knowing, the all-wise.
Hi everybody, happy Naw Ruz from a little corner of San Francisco where I am now stuck mid-tour. But thank God for community. Some very kind friends have given me a place to take shelter from the storm mid-travels. So I want to wish you all a very happy Naw Ruz wherever you are. I wish you health and protection, and I hope that this year's Naw Ruz can be a celebration of human solidarity and connection, and a reminder that we all desperately need each other, and that the only way through any crisis is unity. Blessed is the spot, and the house, and the place, and the city, and the heart, and the mountain, and the refuge, and the cave, and the valley, and the land, and the sea, and the island, and the meadow, where mention of God hath been made, and his praise glorified, glorified, glorified. Feel free to sing along from home if you know it. Blessed is the spot, and the house, and the place, and the city, and the heart, and the mountain, and the refuge, and the cave, and the valley, and the land, and the sea, and the island, and the meadow, where mention of God hath been made, and his praise glorified, 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 and his praise glorified, 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 and his praise glorified, glorified, glorified. Happy Naw Ruz, everybody. The earth is one country.
Naw Ruz is the first day of New Year. Naw Ruz is the first day of spring. We strive ourselves to be better than before and improve ourselves. We will serve the mankind and all the people with the joy and happiness. If a friend asks for help, we are going to assist them more than they ask. Definitely, this kind of action is like a prayer, and this will make all the hearts happy and joyful.
My name is Maddie and I'm 10 years old.
My name is Penny and I'm 7.
This past year we learned to work together and have patience. Naw Ruz, the new year, means a new beginning and a new chance to start over in a new way.
Therefore, we will be doing a skit for patience and working together.
What did you get as a present?
A bear.
A bear? I got one too. Could we play together?
Yes.
Superheroes!
Happy Naw Ruz.
Happy Naw Ruz!
I think it's so important for all of us to always think of the things that make us happy and think of the things that we can do to make others happy. And I think the first thing we have to do is be happy ourselves in order for this happiness to shine. So this next one is also a quote that I've put to music, and it talks about this idea that we always hope to be happy, to be refreshed, to gladden our spirits and the spirits of everybody around us. Refresh and gladden my spirit, Purify, purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify, purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify, purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. Illumine my powers. I lay all my affairs in thy hand. Thou art my guide and my refuge. I will no longer be sorrowful and grieved. I will be a happy and joyful being. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify, purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify, purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. I will no longer be full of anxiety. Nor will I let trouble harass me. I will not dwell on the unpleasant things of life, oh God. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart. Refresh and gladden my spirit. Purify my heart.
Abdu'l-Baha explained the significance of Naw Ruz in terms of spring and the new life it brings. As the fast ended, he said, they could turn a new page in their lives, inspiring to the right action and spiritual excellence. Soon the whole world, as in springtime, will change in its garb. The turning and falling of the autumn leaves is past. The bleakness of the winter time is over. The new year hath appeared, and its spiritual springtime is at hand. The black earth is becoming a verdant garden. The deserts and mountains are teeming with red flowers. From the borders of the wilderness, the tall grass are standing like advanced guards before the cypress and jessamine trees, while the birds are singing among the rose branches like the angels in the highest heavens, announcing the glad tidings of the approaching of the spiritual spring. And the sweet music of their voices is causing the real essence of all things to move and quiver.
The most divine springtime is come, O most exalted pen, for the festival of the All-Merciful is fast approaching. Bestir thyself and magnify, before the entire creation, the name of God, and celebrate his praise in such wise that all created things may be regenerated and made new. Baha'u'llah, gleamings from the writings of Baha'u'llah. This is the day, O my Lord, whose brightness thou hast exalted above the brightness of the sun and the splendors thereof. This is the day whereupon the hopeless have been clothed with the raiment of confidence, and the sick attired with the robe of healing, and the poor drawn nigh unto the ocean of thy riches. Baha'u'llah, Prayers and Meditations.
Hey Nuri, what's up? How's it going?
I'm doing swell. How are you doing? Especially with Naw Ruz approaching fast.
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it was kind of hard to turn 15 during quarantine when I couldn't really be around other people my age, and you know, the fast has been kind of hard with, you know, getting up early and stuff, but I think I'm doing pretty good, except for maybe remembering to say my obligatory prayers. That's been the most difficult part for me. What about you?
Yeah, my fast has gone somewhat similar. I've really struggled with the fast this year. I'm not quite sure why. I know I've been growing a lot and stuff. I mean, just still kind of that age, you know, where I hit growth spurts. I mean, I grew 6 inches since last year, and so
Oh
it
my
kind of
gosh.
makes sense. And so I've gotten headaches and stuff, and so instead I've kind of turned this into a time for reflection. So before I eat, I try to say prayers and stuff. Or yeah, I just try to say prayers. I will say the days that I really try to, you know, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fast no matter what today. It's even harder because of online school, because I constantly feel tantalized because the food is just out of reach because it's just in front of you, and I don't have enough things filling up my time because of quarantine.
I don't think I've ever looked forward to Naw-Rúz more than this year. I'm so excited to eat at a normal time again.
Talking about Naw Ruz, is there anything you're excited about for next year?
I'm just really excited for a fresh start, kind of, to put the craziness of last year behind us and to kind of start new, I guess. What about you?
Yeah, same here. I think next year is going to be kind of, yeah, I feel like next year is going to be a lot easier than this year in terms of just everything, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable. And I think, like school, I've never looked forward to in-person school more than this. I online school I just hate a lot. It's been quite the struggle.
hmm
What are your thoughts on online school?
I think it's okay, but I just am really hoping that by next year we can go back in person and have things go back to normal again.
Yeah, I've signed myself up for like every possible after school activity I can do time next year.
hmm All right, well, talk to you later, Neri.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you, Mia. Have a
Yeah,
good
you too. Oh, happy Naw-Rúz.
Happy Naw Ruz.
Happy Naw Ruz. I want to share what I learned in 2020 that I'm taking into 2021 and what Naw Ruz means to me this year. Abdul Baha, the son of the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, encouraged a woman named Lua Gessinger to go to India to serve the faith. But he said to her, you must be unshakable and firm in your purpose and never, never let any outward circumstances worry thee. He told her that if she was going to be effective, that she had to have a never-failing spirituality, a radiant faith, eternal enthusiasm, an inextinguishable fire, and a solid conviction. I was thinking about those qualities, and I was thinking about all of the challenges and suffering of 2020 and the challenges I faced, just dealing with life, and so many people faced. And I realized that if I was going to be effective in serving my community, I would really need to develop those qualities to a much higher level. That if I was only coping, if I was overwhelmed by things, then what would I have to offer my community? My lesson of 2020 and my hopes for the new year are that I can deepen my prayer life more effectively and more fully, connect to Baha'u'llah, to God, more deeply and profoundly, so that I can actually have those qualities that are necessary to better serve my community. So happy Naw Ruz, and thank you for listening.
So, one more concept I would like to talk about is this concept of unity and light. I think we're all going through very difficult times right now. There's a lot that has been going on this last year and the last few years. And I think it's very important for us to walk this path together in unity and for us to remember that we all have a light within us and that it's our choice to decide whether we want to let this light shine for the rest of the world or whether we want to keep it for ourselves. And I hope you enjoy. Oh mi Dios, une los corazones de tus siervos, y revélale tu gran propósito. Oh mi Dios, une los corazones de tus siervos, y revélale tu gran propósito. sigan tus mandamientos y se atengan a tu ley. Ayúdale, oh Dios, en sus esfuerzos y confiérele fuerza para servirte. Oh Dios, oh Dios, no los abandones a sí mismos, sino guía su paso con la luz de tu conocimiento y anima su corazón con tu amor. Verdaderamente tú eres su ayuda y su Señor. Oh.
Aloha pa everyone. Happy Naw Ruz. Feliz Naw Ruz a todos. I would like to express my gratitude and thankfulness for the last year, regardless of the challenges and the tests we all went through, including myself. So I know the Baha'i teachings were there for me, and they helped me to get reconnected with family in Mexico and friends. So that was very positive for me. I wish everyone a much healthier and safer Baha'i coming year. And happy Naw Ruz. Aloha pa.
Hello everyone, here's our family. My name is Leah, this is my husband David, and our sweet daughter Raina, and my mom / grandma Lynn. She's going to start us off.
It's been a good year. It's been great to be with family, and it's great to think and slow down and be involved more in deepening in the faith. Study circles have been a tremendous help this year, and Zoom has really helped. So it's been a good year in good ways.
Very true, thank you. Naw-Rúz for me is about hope and integration. This has been a challenging year in many ways, and I think many of us have been encouraged / forced to slow down, to pause, to potentially listen when we weren't necessarily listening before. So when the atrocities with George Floyd and many of the others happened, it allowed us to actually hear and listen to the sadness, listen to the injustice. And so for me, this integration is integrating my learning and translating that into action even more through this Naw-Rúz. So thank you.
All right, this past year has really shaken things up, especially for me, a person who might get into a groove a little bit too deep sometimes, into a rut. And I think it has strengthened our virtues by practicing those virtues through a time of hardship. I think that we have found a lot of new outdoor adventures through this whole thing. And it really strengthened my belief in spiritual solutions over political solutions. I think that is one thing that has happened this year. And finally, it made us find out how much we like hanging out with each other. Okay, I'll speak for myself. I like hanging out with them.
Ditto. All right, well, thank you. And let's say, we're going to say now, Happy Naw-Rúz together.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Happy Naw-Rúz! And then Raina's going to share a special Naw-Rúz song.
Take us out.
Go for it.
Naw-Rúz, Naw-Rúz is the best for Naw-Rúz. I just love Naw-Rúz because you can sing a song and you are the best as you are ending set.
Woo! All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye. Bye.
One world, one people, one tribe, one tribe. What I know, what I know, we are one. What I know, what I know, no, 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 we are one.
It all starts with the people. One people, we stand all together, one voice saying yes we can. Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fam. From the rest to the block, to the prairie, to the rock, we connect that love. Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be indigenous, you heard of us. Max Heaven, the murderer, spreading the love with the water and earth. And the stand against hate, gotta know what the purpose is. We rise, the climate is changing, signs of the times. It's time to start praying. Pray for the world and community. Prayers are more powerful when we're in unity.
What I know, we are one. What I know, what I know, no, 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 we are one.
Woke up today, hungry for a change, new path to take. Can't stay the same, it's been too long. Pointing out who's right or wrong, can you hear me out? All we need is a little bit of love. Take time to heal and it starts with us. Hand in hand, I put my trust. In one world, reunite, it's a must. Hold on to hope, we can overload. We can break the code with a single note. Sing out for the world to hear that our time is now, no more for tears. I looked into my son's eyes, a new day in a new light. Lift the veil and dwell so peaceful. Come together, one world, one people.
What I know, we are one. What I know, what I know, no, 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 we are one. It's who you are, it's who I am. We all bleed the same blood, yeah. Hey. We all bleed the same blood, yeah.
We got beautiful differences, let me give you a peek. Over 500 tribes, but we all unique. And if we could not compete to eat, nothing could beat us. Jealousy is more dangerous than diabetes. See this unity? Imagine what it looked like. You would think we would do whatever it took, right? I would do anything for this good life. We could do anything if we unite. Come on.
Young native, you are my savior. Say a prayer for our inspiration. From the block to your reservation. Any color, all my relations. From the basement, worldwide invasion. Every day we're painting our faces. Fighting back but learning our language. Dancing our dances, saying our prayers.
What I know, we are one. What I know, what I know, no, 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 we are one. We only got one world. We only got one world. We only got one world. Hey. All we got is one voice, one choice, one earth, one love, one birth, one life to live. One life to live, yeah.
One people, we stand all together, one voice saying yes we can. Each one, reach one till we pull ourselves up, cause we all one fam. From the rest to the block, to the prairie, to the rock, we connect that love. Cause the people with power feel the power of the people when we stand as one.